friends, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something going on that you know is happening, that you know is going to happen. I want to see what pops up first and see which part of this is the focus for us. Yeah, the guides are like, you just gotta say it, just say it, putting it out there. There's an ending that you may have predicted was going to be happening. You would have been kind of feeling this in your soul that it was going in this direction, because I was seeing the High Priestess be connected with it. So without a doubt, this is happening. I'm seeing something about like an outline or a design or bubble letters even, and I'm seeing there be like yellow around something. Something being designed or art even. So we start off with the Ten of Swords. The thing with the Ten of Swords is that it does hurt, can hurt when we're experiencing it. And it means too that something was going on that was out of alignment. So as much as it may be hard to let this go, this is actually going to be really beneficial for you. You may not be at this space and time yet where you're feeling like that. However, you're moving in that direction. This is just the beginning. This was a relationship. I'm hearing consummate. It was a relationship. I'm looking at the Four of Wands. Something needed to end. Maybe you were finally able to do something that needed to be done. There's still a sense of there being a lack of closure connected with this. For some of you, this can be a marriage where you were living with the person. There's something about this being a serious commitment or a serious connection, feeling like that. Or you could have thought that things would go in that direction with this person. There's a sense of things still being unresolved emotionally. With the Seven of Cups here. You feel unsure about this new direction that you're starting, but there's a sense of feeling connected to it in some way, even if you're not sure what way that is yet. This thing that you're doing too, there's a sense of feeling good about yourself doing this. Even if you're you may be starting something before these emotions are unresolved. This is being pointed out. Because it seems like there's been an ending that you are still... There's still a lack of clarity emotionally. There's still a lack of closure. And I'm seeing you, like, kind of carrying... I'm seeing Santa here, carrying this bag behind... And I'm seeing this be emotional stuff that you're carrying because there's still a lack of clarity. So it's kind of like all looming. Instead of just the things that are meant to stick, you're carrying all of it. The stuff that does stick, the stuff that doesn't stick. Because this hasn't been organized, there's a sense of this kind of being chaotic. Something that you're carrying with you. And then I'm seeing you like immediately jump into this thing and be like, I'm being pulled in that direction. And you move there. And it's something that you may be like, well, this is a sure thing that I'm going to be like validated in some way or feel good about going in this direction. See this? This is like, I'm going in this direction. I feel like it complements me in some way. You may feel like you're going to get something that you feel you need from this. And maybe it's what you need to help you resolve whatever this is. Maybe you feel like switching switching platforms or switching from one thing to another, jumping from one thing to another. Maybe you feel like it's going to help you get your groove back, because you may have felt like you lost it a little bit. I do keep seeing the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Chariot represents Cancer. Maybe this new thing that you're doing is going to help you come to terms with all of this, because it does look like something is evolving emotionally for you. How you can develop into feeling more stable emotionally is by figuring out how to make peace with this situation, and also being in a responsive space rather than a reactive one. This is about really handling your emotions with care, with mindfulness. And just sitting with them. You want to manifest the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about a partnership. It's about a soulmate. The Two of Cups is about connecting with someone. I'm seeing this be something that you want to create this. You want to manifest this within your life. Like, this is the type of energy that you want to channel. This is about channeling unity. It's always going to start with you and yourself before you're going to be able to see it truly with another person. So that's something to keep in mind. This is going to take some time. However, it is absolutely possible. But you have to be patient and you have to work on it consistently, because this is going to be an investment for you, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing you very capable of establishing, very capable of creating harmony within your life. It seems too like when you are doing things independently, it is easier for you to do these things for you. I'm seeing too, with this Two of Cups, it's going to be very important that you do this personal work with you and yourself. Otherwise, the Two of Cups is not going to materialize in the way that you want to see it materialize. Leo, first major arcana out. I'm also looking at Mercury. They have a Leo Mercury, Leo placements in general. Yeah, you can do this. Your guides are being very encouraging with you to keep on with whatever this is that you've been doing. It seems like you have an idea of what you are going to be accomplishing, like solo or independently. And it seems too like there may be another person that comes along for the ride. However, there's some groundwork that you are laying first that is happening. I'm seeing a very interesting dynamic unfolding here between the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. And both of these archetypes of energies, they're going to start within you before it connects you with another person. This is how you really manifest that. It's going to be a parallel to what's going on internally. So, if you set your mind to this, if you are freeing your solar plexus energy, this is where we manifest from. This is our willpower. This is the strength. our manifesting abilities. If you believe that you can do this, I'm seeing there be immense progress that you make. I'm seeing this feel very, very significant to you. And you even being like, wow, I can't believe that I did this, but I did do it. And now I'm starting to see this within myself. There's a very empowering feeling from doing this. And you even feeling like you're moving into a more true nature of you. Even like a light energy of this, right? Because all of the signs have a shadow. All of them have shadow side, light side. Shadow is not bad or anything like that. Shadow is just subconscious energy. So it can be things that we may not be aware of that we're doing, cycles that we're repeating, all of that stuff. Bringing things to light, elevating the frequency of it means that we are conscious of what's going on, of why we're doing that, of why we're feeling this way, of our true nature. And so to be stepping into Leo's divine nature, there's a sense of strength, a sense of loyalty, a sense of courage, willing to show up and show yourself authentically, even when people aren't understanding. It's the sister sign to Aquarius. So Leo is more like center focused on self. Leo is the sun. And so this seems like you, rather than making your life about like this person and that person and focusing on their energy over here, this is about focusing on you and bringing the attention, bringing the spotlight back onto you and your life and what you're doing with it and these goals that you're accomplishing, that you are absolutely capable of accomplishing. I'm also hearing that you have every right to. So maybe there was also something that you had been like holding yourself back from, like maybe I don't deserve that. Things like this. Leo is compassion, it's generosity, so very much. But it looks like you had been like really stuck in, I'm hearing a wormhole, really stuck in some karmic times is what I'm seeing here. There may have been loops that you were in that just felt like a bunch of gum getting stuck together, where it was like you have all of these individual pieces and then they all start being mushed together, and then it's like, how do we even separate them? Everything's sticking together. Feeling like you couldn't get out of the loop, feeling very much stuck in the matrix, stuck in these karmic patterns, karmic cycles that even while you're in it, it's like, this doesn't feel good, but it feels so familiar to me. And having a hard time breaking out of this. These are meant to fortify you. These are meant to strengthen you. I'm seeing a lot of gravity here that you had been sucked into in a way where you may have been questioning like whether or not you could get out of something. It seems like this is all these like different interpersonal relationships that you had been connecting with. Could have started even from the time you were small too. There's a sense of intensity, things feeling like things had been unhealthy. And this can also be like any sort of addictive component as well, or anything that's not being moderated. Modified. Okay, maybe that too. This can be, for some of you, this has to do with, can definitely have to do with like partying, a particular lifestyle, a social scene as well. Yes. Other people that you'd been hanging around? I'm seeing a lot of sticky energy here. Having a hard time disattaching yourself. Reclaiming your own energy. So you're going through a tough ending right now. Where, like, even when it happened, it could have been something where you were like, I really feel like I'm dying over here going through this thing. It's not something that feels easy to go through. It's something that may feel very, very difficult in many different ways, too. I'm not just seeing this hit you one way. It looks like this is connected with many different things. Now, this is where things change. You don't react to this. You are in a space where there's such a big focus on you being the King of Cups. There's such a big focus on you finding your center within an ending that may pull a lot of emotions up and out of you that you are now aware of. This is about sitting with that. This is about observing that and not reacting to it. It's about sitting with it. And by you doing that, by you sitting in that space, what I'm seeing coming to fruition is the stability that you've been looking for. This looks like a relationship. This looks like even resources. I'm seeing this can be this can be literal, but I'm also seeing this be like metaphorical, meaning like there can be other things that are covered under this umbrella, and it's kind of just like the notion of what is being described. I'm seeing like finally these people getting together here, and this can be like a significant relationship that's finally solidified in some way. It can be like harmony in general with the relationships that you have. I'm seeing you feel like you have a sense of stability with like your home and stuff like that, with your resources. This can be connecting with like a job, or even feeling like safe and stable in the environment that you're in, stuff like that. So there's this sense of feeling like unity and togetherness with your interpersonal relationships. I am seeing a big focus on like home situation here, and then also with your resources, with your finances, with your income, stuff like that. And knowing that you are strong enough to cultivate this, to accomplish this for yourself. I am seeing that even though there may be like bits and parts of other people being involved in this, a lot of this is what you are doing. More than anything, this is about what you are doing emotionally for yourself. Because it seems like if you can be in a space where you are level, where you are centered, where you are grounded, and you are moving from that, it seems like everything else that you want is going to be falling into place for you. It seems like this has been the biggest trial for you. Even having something happen that feels difficult, and then just having a very big response or a very big reaction to this. And now there's more of a focus on, let me sit with this. Let me not do anything immediately. Let me just be here. So I'm seeing you like look at this whole big chaotic cloud of emotions that has kind of been following you around, and being like, you know what? I'm going to make something effective out of this. Rather than having it looming and feeling like I'm carrying it around me, I'm going to be a conduit in a way. And I'm seeing like something even be like grounded down for you, where it's like all of this stuff that had seemed unreachable, however it was felt emotionally, maybe inaccessible to you. There's this sense of wanting to bring it all down. For some of you, you could be like channeling what this is that you're feeling, what this is that's going on, writing, any type of writing. With Mercury, it can be like poetry, it can be a story, it can be music that you're listening to. Many different things. It's all going to help you channel. It's all going to help you focus. And I'm seeing like, and a focus on the throat chakra as well. This is about opening all of that up. So it's about expressing this. And I'm seeing you've been making progress with this too. So rather than having this feel like daunting and very big emotionally for you, there's this sense of being like, okay, I see everything all up there. I'm seeing this just be like a big cloud of emotional stuff that's kind of looming around. And now you're giving it a place to go, a place to funnel out of, and you're able to express it. And it looks like you're going to be starting something that you feel very much into. And this is actually coming from all of this stuff emotionally that feels unresolved right now. You are doing something with this. You are making it functional. You're making it useful to you. I'm seeing you even use this as like another tool that you have now. So it's not weighing you down anymore. It's accelerating you. It's lifting you up. You're allowing the situation to do that. And I'm seeing something that you're starting. This would be something that you feel very into. This can be a project that you're doing where you're like, I really connect with this. There could also be a person that's involved for some of you, which this looks like a karmically something that was meant to be happening, karmically something meant to be unfolding. You may see this as something particularly auspicious with Jupiter connecting with this. Something about the timing of how this happens with you and this person is significant. I am, though, seeing that before something fully materializes, there is going to be a waiting period. So that is to be noted. Because it seems, too, that there's potential for something to be unfolding that could either be a karmic situation that one would feel, there's a strong sense of magnetism here. This can either be a situation that you really like or a situation that feels very, very difficult to you. And maybe you'll also like that too. But to have the devil here means that something could potentially be manifesting. You would be aware of this in some capacity. There's potential to be meeting somebody or be starting something that you feel so magnetized to. This would be a mutual thing. That things get very imbalanced quite easily. You may see it as being unhealthy, codependent in some way. So I am seeing that here too, which your guides are giving you the heads up about. For some of you, this would be a reunion or a reconciliation that you would be having. You would have past experience that things take a really undesirable turn with this person only because of the intensity of it, and having that be a difficult thing between you and this person. And you may see it go down a path where it's like, how did we get from here to there? It happened so quickly. But there's just something about like the chemistry of you and this person, and things may be becoming very out of hand. And I'm being brought back to this sticky energy here with the gum. So it even seems like something, there's potential for something to come full circle. I wonder if this is going to be a cycle that you're repeating though. Like if you've already had this cycle and it would be just another one. Let's see. I'm looking at, remember we all have all of the zodiacs in our chart, all of the planets. I'm looking at Mercury, Leo, Capricorn, Jupiter, I'm hearing read your chart. There may be a transit right now with Mercury and Jupiter that you're experiencing. This can also be something in your birth chart too. I'm seeing a plan being made. It looks like a decision that we're boiling down to, but it may not be the easiest choice. It may not feel like the easiest choice. It may not feel like the easiest choice. There's a change that your guides are urging you, encouraging you to be moving into. I'm seeing some strong Pluto, strong Scorpio in the chart or being activated right now for you. There may be something that your guides are encouraging you to do that may feel difficult. This can be, there may be somebody that you've been keeping track of that let's get further. There's something about needing to make a plan but feeling like this is hard to do. Just because of how big the changes are. But I'm seeing you be in a space where your guides are like, you can do this. But it may be something where, like, you're your critical thinking and like really being honest with yourself about what you're seeing and being ready to take this on is going to be very important. Your willingness is going to be very important for this, for what's going to transpire. There's something here about if you have people that are coming through that are distracting this process for you, people that are coming through that are distracting this transition, distracting you from like fully being immersed in this transition, this is where the energy needs to be blocked off. There's something about not letting particular types of energy to stop what has already been put in motion or deter you. Because I'm seeing even people being like, what are you doing? Or why are you doing this over here? And regardless of the intentions of those people, it's people that are like wanting to know about your business. And this may be people that are speaking in a way that does not actually end up benefiting you. So it can be people that really don't understand why you're doing what you're doing and why you're making the changes that you're going through, but they may have some sort of social influence on you if you allow them in on what this is that you are doing. The thing to ask yourself about, like, if you're connecting with an energy, when you're trying to figure out, like, is this an energy for me to be connecting with, or is this one that, like, right now within my life, I kind of need to barricade myself from? Ask yourself, when you are around a person's energy, is it instilling a sense of fear, anxiety, you feeling like you need to rush to do something, you feeling like scared of the things that you're doing? Or are you around somebody that, like, when you talk to them, when you connect with their energy, do you feel at peace? Do you feel encouraged? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel motivated? Do you feel loved? Do you feel seen? Stuff like that. These are the things you want to ask yourself. And this can even be, it doesn't have to be a specific person. This can be like people that you're maintaining conversations with. But there's something about needing to be very particular about the vibration of conversations that you're having so as not to be putting this off any longer, because it just seems like something is breaking, like something is happening, something is on a roll. You may have a Capricorn that is going to help you in some way, or even somebody that's going to materialize to kind of help you along. This may be somebody with quite an intense energy, actually. I'm seeing somebody that seems very, very powerful. They may be a little bit intimidating. You really knowing why you're doing what you're doing is also going to help you too, like finding the reasons for why you're doing what you're doing and being able to stand behind that. Like if you are, or if you're making a decision to go through with something or to make a change or whatever, it's about really understanding what your motivation is for that. Because then it's also going to be harder for anyone to talk you out of what you're doing, because you know the purpose for why you're doing what you're doing, why it's important to you. And it's going to help you take action confidently. So right now, you may be cutting off certain people and just having the people around you that you feel supported by. And that doesn't need to mean forever. It may just mean during this particular chapter for you. During this movement is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you being around support is definitely going to be helpful for you. I'm seeing you be like, I'm going through a change, but I kind of don't feel prepared for it. I'm seeing this notion. You may be questioning your ability to take control, your ability to take action, your ability to even steer the ship within your own life right now. I'm seeing this be more of a mental thing than anything. You may be limiting yourself because I'm seeing you be very capable here. It's just a matter of you believing in that. It seems also like this change that you're going through is something that is going to be turning that around for you. Having you feel like you got this. Yeah, you got this. You recognizing where you limit yourself is going to be so helpful to you, because rather than you like having a limiting thought and being like, okay, I am that limiting thought, there's this notion of you being like, the limiting thought comes around, and rather than you attaching to this and making it concrete, you're like, oh, I see that that's happening. I'm aware of this happening. And then you can let it come and you can let it go. You don't have to hold on to it. But having this sense of awareness helps you see, oh, if I were holding on to that, I would have maybe not taken that chance or maybe not made that decision because I didn't think that I could do it. And now you're like, you know what? If I believe that I can do it, I am going to make that decision. I am going to take that jump, that leap of faith even. But yeah, even subconsciously, you could have definitely been limiting yourself, feeling like you didn't have the power behind you. But I'm seeing again, your guides are saying you are very, very capable. You stepping up and you taking charge and you trusting yourself, even if maybe this is something that for some reason there's something around you doing this that you may have had some sort of experience. I'm not seeing it be like a lack of experience. There may have been something that happened in the past that has you feeling like, oh, I'm not a good leader, or like I can't take responsibility or control of my life, or whatever this is for you. Like maybe somebody even told you too, like every time you step up and try to take control of this, like you end up failing. And maybe it is a fear of failure as well. The thing is, too, that this is shadow work. This is not something to shy away from. It's something to understand about ourselves so we don't allow this to subconsciously impact us. So that's why it's so important. So even though it may be even feeling kind of cringe to look at, the less judgmental you are with yourself, the better. Because this is really helping you executing important decisions. Yeah, I'm seeing you work with yourself rather than fighting against yourself. By having compassion and understanding for you. That's the lesson that you're moving through right now. This is the lesson you're completing. This is about trusting yourself. It's about believing in yourself. And it's about understanding yourself and seeing where you had been limiting. Because I'm seeing you be so powerful here. Like, I'm really seeing this very, very powerful King of Wands energy. And this is somebody that is like bold and will initiate. This is a leader. This is a mentor. This is somebody with very, 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 very strong character. And someone very capable. It's just about stepping into that now. The thing is, too, that like this self-defeating narrative or these like limiting beliefs or thoughts that you're having, they may not go away. However, you don't have to be limited by them. They may still be popping up, but we don't have to do anything with it. We can observe it. We can watch it. And we don't have to play with it, you know? You don't have to react to it. You can just keep doing your thing. Because this can even be a form of imposter syndrome even. So many different things that this can be. And the more you recognize it, rather than like pushing this away or pulling it towards you, the more you just let it be and you just like let it keep floating by, you just continue doing what you're doing. So it seems about like making peace with the, I'm hearing ecology, the system, the ecosystem within you. and how it works. Even the parts of yourself where it's like, yeah, that's really annoying that that keeps happening, or that, like, I have these compulsive thoughts, or like whatever it is for you, however it's happening, you know? So being in a space of acceptance and understanding rather than just like fighting with it, feeling like you need to square up every time it happens, is about making peace with it. I'm seeing there be a lot of messages that you are receiving through all of this learning that you are doing as well. It seems like there's a lot that you've been picking up on lately, a lot that you are uncovering. It seems like there's also something being communicated about how it is that you're feeling. This may be something that you're moving towards. You may be moving towards a space where there's something about mobilizing your emotions here. But I'm seeing us not be in that place necessarily yet. Well, depending on where you are in the timeline. I'm seeing mermaid colors here. I'm seeing this like really shimmery blue, light blue, a very light blue, and even like purplish, all very light. I'm hearing glacier. So I'm seeing you make a plan. I'm seeing you getting help with making the plan. I'm seeing you feel stressed out and are questioning whether or not you can do this. You can do this. It's going to take a change. It seems like before you could have found yourself in a position like this, and just because of how intimidating it was, maybe shied away. This is about embracing your Pluto energy, your Scorpio energy. This is here to help you. It's here to help you make a positive change that you are going to feel very empowered by, and to recognize your light. I'm seeing a lot here about Pluto and the sun, and a lot of fire energy too. And you doing something that you believe in and standing behind it. Fortitude. You may also feel like other people are aware of what you're doing, but there's also a sense of you being in a space where there's going to be a lot of, and that can even be like a side thought that you're having, or in the back of your head. The most important thing is that in relation to this area of the spread, is that there's going to be so much that you are learning by standing up for the things that you believe in, truly, regardless of who's watching, because it's something that you believe in. Focusing on the work that you're doing and how you're living your life. Especially when it comes into like question, or comes into the discussion with other people. So you may also be in a space where it's becoming more and more important to you to set boundaries with people that ask a lot of questions. There's something even about someone being inquisitive and then moving into a space where a message is being sent. I don't know how this ties into it, but it's popping up. You want to take your time with this. This may materialize, this may manifest in a different way than you initially think, actually. Anything else? Ah, that's very interesting. I'm seeing somebody communicating with another person. So I'm seeing this one person here that's kind of like standing on a hill, and they have like a fence around them, right? So there's this sense of this person having like some sort of like protection or even fence around them, where this person is very much in a space where they're just doing their thing, where they're like doing what they believe in, and they're also just vibing with the situations and the conversations that they're in. I'm seeing somebody that also may be a bit guarded for good reason. I'm seeing this be appropriate for the environment. I'm seeing somebody observing this person, and I'm seeing them want to reach out to them, want to send a message, but I'm seeing something about a message being dismissed. See this person? I'm seeing this be connect with somebody that watches another person within the environment. A message that is sent, I'm hearing coming through. Somebody would see something and immediately want to reach out to a person to send them a message. This person right here is somebody that is not accepting that. I'm seeing there be a tower that's connected with this. This may be surprising, unexpected. Something impactful on the emotional front. If somebody doesn't respond, they may be sleeping, or they may be taking a break, or they may be vacationing, or they may just... somebody's taking time for themselves. Somebody's focusing on themselves emotionally and like recharging their metaphorical battery. Their proverbial battery. Somebody may want to reunite, reconnect, get together. I'm seeing this be a like deep desire, deep wish of someone. There's something connecting with future building too. Okay. All right, friends, we're going to end the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.